Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here just above 52 cents. No real price movement happening right now. We move up a penny, we come down a penny. We're moving with the rest of the market still. Yes, it is documented that DLT infrastructure will guarantee a level playing field for all participants. You know, everywhere you look around the crypto space, you see it talked about more and more. Level playing field. And that's what's being built out right in front of us right now. It's happening through Stellar and Ripple and other networks as well. Banking the unbanked all around the world. And I think that's because once they flip the switch, they're going to say, now we have a level playing field. And that is definitely coming. You could see it. The rails are put in place every single day. On-off ramps with Stellar being put in place every single day now. Time to revisit the F assets. Value propositions as we're getting close to go live with Fxrp on Songbird. Most often we talk about the overall value that it brings to Flare networks. But what are the value propositions? Now, some of you asked me about F assets and Flare. Listen, Flare is absolutely incredible. I used to talk about it in videos early on, and people kept saying it's nothing but a scam coin, you know, because they weren't getting their airdrop yet. But Flare is gonna be massive. Wait and see. So Flare Networks F assets are a unique and innovative feature that brings several benefits to the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Here's the key value propositions of F assets. Bridging the gap between existing blockchains and DeFi. F assets enable the seamless integration of existing cryptocurrencies into the DeFi ecosystem by creating wrapped versions of these assets, such as Fxrp for XRP. This allows users to utilize their existing crypto holdings for DeFi applications like lending, borrowing, and yield farming without the need to sell them. Like I said, Flare is going to allow you to earn passive income. Enhance utility and expanding use cases. F assets introduce smart contract functionality to existing cryptocurrencies, empowering developers to create new and innovative applications. This opens up a world of possibilities for F assets such as fractionalized NFTs, decentralized exchanges, and more sophisticated financial instruments. Flare is even going to give some utility to Doge and Bitcoin as well, unlocking additional rewards and earning opportunities. F asset holders can participate in Flare Network's Flare distribution mechanism, earning passive rewards on their wrapped assets. Additionally, F assets can be used for yield farming, staking, and other DeFi activities, providing even more opportunities to generate income. Through Flare, you may never have to sell any of your crypto, fostering cross-chain interoperability and ecosystem growth, enhancing security and transparency as well. It's going to be a great time moving ahead as Flare continues to grow out. XRP holders are going to reap the rewards because it's going to even add more utility for XRP. Visa Plus. So I hope that answered a lot of your Flare questions that were coming up in the comments section. Visa Plus is now live with PayPal, Venmo, and Daily Pay. In the US, Astra, Brightwell, Cross River Bank, Current, Fxrp, I2C, and Taba Pay will enable Visa Plus to new users. And you see, many of these names are Ripple partners. Ripple and Visa coming together makes all the sense in the world because it fixes the back end for Visa. It allows Visa to push ahead with great ideas as they push forward. Visa launches stablecoin analytics site monitoring USDC and Tether, showing USDC has larger volumes. Visa Direct has multiple connections in Ripple payments partner like Neum. Notice the bottom left corner, Visa Crypto. You see it right here. And you know, as time goes on, we will see them also analyze Ripple's new stablecoin as well. Ripple's CBDCs and stablecoin projects, all of those projects are unique and different for us. Take a listen.
From different third-party analyst groups, and nothing is more important to us than the partnerships that we've built with different countries. We're honored to be working globally with many central banks. I think we've publicly released 6 governments that we're working with. Most recently, we announced a partnership with the National Bank of Georgia. We're honored to be working with them. We have several others that we're working with privately. All of those projects are unique and different. For us, they're a fabulous opportunity to go in and learn about the country and offer our solution to their CBDC objectives.
What happened right now is this. What's happening is Ripple is morphing into a global company. And I've said that multiple times. I always said Ripple is a global company that just so happens to have an office in San Francisco because they're pushing ahead all around the world right now. A month ago, Ripple's James Wallace spoke in an interview about 10 plus countries that have used Ripple's technology in a CBDC pilot, but we are only aware of 6 of them so far. While according to Anthony Welfare, Ripple is in talk with 20 more countries. You know, I'm not a fan of CBDCs. I think CBDC technology is great because it moves money really fast and it moves it very cheap as well. But the problem is that you have a government stablecoin. That's what a CBDC is. And the government can take control of its population through that CBDC. They could keep you from making transactions. They could shut your money off. Now, as we push ahead, hopefully we see privacy laws get put in place in a lot of these countries. This way, CBDC can be used the same way we use paper money right now, the same way we use cash. But you know, a lot of these countries are not going to use it that way no matter what, because a lot of these countries are also dictatorships. The World Bank refers to XRP as a stablecoin for cross-border payments. Besides, World Bank, IMF, BIS, and other major financial institutions also classify XRP and XLM as stablecoins. Now, a lot of people misinterpret this. They always think it's going to be like XRP is going to be pegged to $1 US. But that's not what they're saying here. It has to be stable and be able to move value. And a lot of people think that all the value for XRP is going to come because of transactions. It's not because of how many transactions are taking place, but how much liquidity XRP is putting out there. How much on-demand liquidity is being used all around the world. That's what's going to drive the price of XRP. Now, in yesterday's video, I pointed out how it's a big club and you're invested in it because you see the names that are talking about Ripple, like World Bank, the IMF, the BIS. They're at the top of the food chain. And what they see is Ripple and XRP and Stellar and XLM. Soon they will be talking about XDC as global trade continues to push ahead, global digital trade. But you know, as you see that happening, you know what you're invested in cannot be at a small value. It's going to be a high valued cryptocurrency as we push into the future. That's why I said you're going to get rich from this, no matter how it plays out from this point going forward, because all roads lead right back to XRP. NTT Data developed an international money transfer platform using the Ripple payment protocol, enabling near real-time payment and settlement of funds. The system reached 14 million potential retail customers March 22nd, 2022. Now, back then, when they were testing XRP, and like I always tell you, you look to the past to see how far we have come. Back then, it was testing, and people were trying to figure out how great this technology is. Since then, we have seen Ripple partner with more banks, more companies. We've seen more rails put in place all around the world. If it's not through Ripple directly, it's through partners of Ripple. That's how far we have come since then, because they've seen the technology. And once they see it and they see how game-changing it is, there's no going back. And that's what's happening all around the world right now. That's why Ripple is talked about by all these banks, tied in with all these banks, tied in with FedNow, tied in with the BRICS, because all roads lead back to XRP. Euro reaches record low in SWIFT transactions. So what they're saying in this article is the decline in the euro's global currency share can be attributed to various factors, including the rise of China as an economic powerhouse and efforts by emerging economies to attain financial independence. Additionally, the deterioration of ties between Europe Union and Russia may have also contributed to the euro's diminished role in global transactions. So the same way that we see countries breaking away from the US dollar, they're also breaking away from the euro because they want their own independence. And this leads back to the level playing field. These countries want a neutral currency. That's where XRP comes in, a neutral bridge currency. They could develop their own CBDC independently from every other country, but you still got to move it. How do you move it? With a neutral bridge currency, XRP. That's what we're leading into. How CBDCs are Ripple's best chance of mass adoption. And Ripple knows this, and these countries know this. And the path forward is central bank digital currencies. Every single country will have their own stablecoin, but XRP will move it. I'm trying to simplify this video because a lot of people ask me questions in the comment section. They're always like, well, if Ripple's creating a stablecoin, wouldn't that stablecoin then move all this other CBDCs? No. You still need the liquidity, the on-demand liquidity, and the bridge currency, XRP. Ripple's stablecoin can easily morph into a CBDC. If Ripple was to become a central bank, which I think they're heading into that direction through custody and other paths that Ripple is taking, then Ripple's stablecoin would then become their CBDC. That's what I could foresee happening at some point in the future. Just like the Fed, they're creating a digital dollar. That's their stablecoin, a CBDC. Same thing could happen with USDC as well. Ripple exec highlights reasons for targeting business payments. So David Schwartz says, it's true, back when we couldn't do everything we wanted to do, we focused on what we thought we could do best. We figured that enterprise adoption of blockchain for payments would not happen unless someone focused on it. So Ripple is focused on enterprise adoption. But what about retail adoption for XRP? You don't have to worry about that because you got enterprise adoption. And Ripple's partners would then go on and create retail adoption methods, like we see happening with some of Ripple's partners already. They're making it accessible for retail to perform transactions through their project, through their rails. Also, still utilizing RippleNet technology and XRP. Like I said, all roads lead to XRP. But I wanted to clarify a few things in this video today. You know, right now we're like in the calm before the storm. At some point, XRP is just going to start to break out. A lot of these other cryptocurrencies are going to do the same thing. Alt season is coming. We're just not quite there yet. The calm before the storm. But you know, until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.